You might be wondering why regional parties keep popping up in UPSC questions and how to make sense of their variety. You might be confused about whether they are just local outfits or if they actually shape national politics and federalism. By the end of this video, you will be completely clear about what regional parties are, why they rise, and why they matter for your answers. We will take a beginner-friendly path, breaking the topic into a few simple building blocks you can visualize and recall under exam pressure. And towards the end, we will understand a key idea that most UPSC aspirants miss about regional parties' influence in coalition bargaining. Start by picturing India as a big house with many rooms, each room having its own set of problems and priorities. Regional parties are like room-specific voices that speak loudly for that room, demanding attention from the household. In formal terms, regional parties are organizations whose main base lies in one or a few states or a distinct region. They represent local identities and grievances, and they focus on state-specific issues rather than pan-India agendas. Think of them as specialists, not general practitioners. Strong where they are rooted, weak outside their turf. Now let's look at the core features in a way that sticks to memory. First, limited geographic scope. Their support and organization are concentrated mainly in a particular state or region. Second, they often mobilize around cultural, linguistic, or ethnic identities, giving voice to distinct social groups. Third, their priorities are local issues: land, language, employment, and state administration, not broad national themes. Fourth, they usually aim to win state assemblies or influence state policy directly, because state power matters most to them. Fifth, many advocate for greater regional autonomy or better fiscal devolution to protect local interests. Keep these 5 points as quick flashcards in your mind when asked about features. Next, a simple classification that helps you answer mains questions coherently. One group includes cultural or ethnic parties that draw support from language, religion, or ethnicity, like DMK or Akali Dal. Another group are parties with national concerns but limited influence. For example, Samajwadi Party or NCP in certain periods. Then there are splinter parties that broke away from national parties and consolidated regional support, as with TMC or BJD. Finally, personalized parties built around a charismatic leader or family, where organization often depends on that leader. Visual tip. Imagine 4 colored folders: identity, limited national, splinter, and personalized, to file examples quickly. Why did these parties rise? Let's connect causes to simple historical triggers. The linguistic reorganization of states created political space for state-based mobilization and identity politics. Unresolved regional grievances and uneven development pushed voters towards parties that promised state-specific solutions. The decline of single-party dominance opened electoral room for regional leaders to consolidate local support. Charismatic regional leaders and politicization of caste and ethnicity also fueled the growth of regional parties. Put together, institutional changes plus social cleavages created fertile ground for regional parties. Now, what functions do they perform in practice? At state level, they shape governance and policies tailored to local needs, improving representation in many cases. They increase grassroots political participation and bring local problems to national notice, such as water disputes or language rights. In the national arena, they frequently act as kingmakers in coalition politics, negotiating policy concessions for their states. That negotiation power is the idea many aspirants miss. Small parties can punch above their weight at the center. But regional parties also have downsides you should mention in answers. Parochialism can hinder pan-India policymaking, while identity-based mobilization may deepen social divisions in some contexts. Clientelism, nepotism, and populist fiscal policies are recurring criticisms linked to state-level patronage networks. Coalition bargaining pressure can lead to short-term compromises that favor narrow regional interests over national priorities. A balanced UPSC answer will weigh both contributions and costs, not just celebrate decentralization blindly. For UPSC specifically, where do these points fit in the syllabus? Questions on regional parties appear in GS Paper 2 under Political Parties, Federalism, and Center-State Relations. They also surface in essay papers and optional papers like Political Science and Public Administration. In answers, combine theory with examples. Mention TMC in West Bengal, BJD in Odisha, and DMK in Tamil Nadu for impact. A quick exam-ready structure. Define, give features and classification, explain causes, outline roles and criticisms, and conclude with examples. That structure scores, it shows clarity, balance, and application to real situations. To remember this whole map, use the house rooms analogy, the 4-folder classification, and 5 key features as flashcards. Let me quickly summarize the main takeaways so you can revise mentally before writing. Regional parties are state-rooted actors representing local identities and issues, acting both as state governors and national negotiators. They rose due to state reorganization, local grievances, charismatic leaders, and the decline of single-party dominance. Their roles include state governance, deepening participation, and coalition influence, while dysfunctions include parochialism and clientelism. Remember the exam tip. Link theory to concrete examples and discuss both benefits and limitations in your answers. You are now ready to convert this understanding into a crisp 250 to 300 word mains answer or a confident oral explanation. Keep practicing by framing answers. Define, classify, explain causes, evaluate roles, and conclude with examples. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want topic-wise tests, structured notes, and model answers tailored for UPSC, EduRev has focused resources to help you strengthen weak spots. Keep revising, use examples smartly, and approach coalition-era questions with the kingmaker idea in mind. Good luck, stay curious, and see you in the next lesson on party systems and center-state relations with more exam-focused insights.